Hello and welcome to Learn Everyday English channel. Today we are going to explore the word opportunity and what it really means in social context. When we hear the word opportunity, what often comes to mind? We might picture open doors, golden chances, or a clear path to success. This traditional view frequently associates opportunity with individual potential and the idea that anyone can achieve their dreams if they just work hard enough. It suggests that opportunities are out there for the taking, waiting for individuals to seize them. This perspective often emphasizes personal ambition and the belief that success is primarily a result of individual effort and talent. It's a powerful narrative that shapes how many of us understand our place in the world. However, sociology offers a much richer and more complex understanding of opportunity. It moves beyond the simple notion of individual luck or personal drive. This perspective delves into how society itself shapes the chances available to each of us. Sociology invites us to look deeper, to question the assumptions embedded in the traditional view. It asks us to consider the broader forces at play, revealing that opportunity is not just a personal quest, but a deeply social phenomenon. At its core, sociological inquiry into opportunity asks critical questions. It's not merely about identifying what opportunities exist in a society. Instead, it probes into who gains access to these opportunities, and more importantly, why some groups have more access than others. This fundamental question highlights a crucial sociological insight. Opportunity is not evenly distributed across society. It is not a universal resource available equally to everyone, regardless of their background. Sociologists understand opportunity as a complex product of various societal elements. It is shaped by the prevailing social structures that organize our lives. These structures include institutions, norms, and established patterns of behavior. Furthermore, opportunity is deeply influenced by power dynamics within a society. Who holds power often determines who controls access to valuable resources and pathways. Finally, the availability of resources within a society directly impacts the scope and nature of opportunities for its members. To better grasp this concept, consider the common analogy of a race for societal opportunity. The traditional view often suggests that everyone starts at the same starting line at birth, implying a fair and equal beginning for all. However, a sociological lens reveals a very different picture of this race. Some participants, through no effort of their own, receive significant advantages, often termed privilege. They might be given better shoes, a smoother track, or even a cheering crowd offering constant encouragement. These privileges are not earned but inherited or bestowed by social circumstances. They provide an undeniable head start and ongoing support throughout the race. Conversely, many others face profound disadvantages from the very beginning. These individuals might be given worn-out shoes, forced to run on a bumpy, obstacle-ridden track, or find themselves without any support. Their journey is inherently more challenging, requiring immense effort just to keep pace. Key factors profoundly shape this unevenness in the race of life. Social class, determined by wealth, income, and status, plays a significant role. Race and ethnicity often dictate access to resources and exposure to systemic barriers. Gender can also influence the opportunities available, as can one's geographic location, whether urban or rural, affluent or impoverished. These intersecting identities create unique pathways and obstacles for individuals. Consider a child born into a wealthy family in a well-resourced community. This child typically has access to high-quality education from an early age, often attending top schools with abundant resources. They benefit from excellent healthcare, ensuring their physical and mental well-being. Moreover, they often inherit strong social connections, providing mentorship and networking opportunities for future success. These advantages create a robust foundation for seizing future opportunities. Now contrast this with a child born into poverty in an underserved neighborhood. This child often faces significant barriers to these same fundamental opportunities. They might attend underfunded schools, lack consistent access to quality healthcare, and have limited social networks. Their daily life is often a struggle against systemic disadvantages, making the path to upward mobility incredibly steep. The unevenness we observe is not necessarily due to individual merit or lack thereof. It is often a direct result of inherited structural advantages or disadvantages. These are built into the fabric of society, shaping individual trajectories long before personal choices come into play. Understanding this structural reality is crucial for a sociological perspective on opportunity. Sociologists play a vital role in dissecting these complex dynamics. Their work involves examining precisely how social structures create and perpetuate inequalities in opportunity. They look beyond individual stories to identify systemic patterns. They analyze how various institutions within society impact the distribution of opportunities. The education system, for instance, can either be a powerful equalizer or a mechanism that reinforces existing disparities. Its policies and funding directly affect student outcomes. The legal system, with its laws and enforcement practices, also shapes who can access justice and protection, which are fundamental opportunities. The job market, with its hiring practices, wage structures, and industry biases, determines economic opportunities. These institutions are not neutral. They can either open doors for certain groups or create formidable barriers for others. Their design and operation are critical to understanding opportunity. The role of social capital is also central to this analysis. Social capital refers to the networks of relationships among people who live and work in a particular society. These connections provide access to information, support, and influence. Having strong social networks can provide significant advantages in accessing opportunities, from job referrals to mentorship. Cultural capital, another key concept, refers to the non-financial social assets that promote social mobility. This includes knowledge, skills, and cultural competencies valued by society, such as educational qualifications, manners, or specialized tastes. Possessing cultural capital can provide a distinct edge in navigating educational and professional environments. Despite the powerful influence of social structures, sociology also emphasizes the concept of individual agency. Individuals are not simply passive recipients of their circumstances. They possess the capacity to make choices and act independently. People actively engage in making choices, navigating challenges, and striving for upward mobility. They demonstrate resilience, creativity, and determination in pursuing their goals. This individual effort and ambition are undeniably important. However, it is crucial to understand that individual choices are always limited by the prevailing social context. The range of options available to someone is heavily influenced by their social class, race, gender, and other structural factors. A person's agency operates within the boundaries set by their social environment. While individuals can make choices, the consequences and effectiveness of those choices are often shaped by the opportunities and constraints presented by society. Therefore, while individual effort is commendable, it cannot fully overcome deeply entrenched structural barriers. Recognizing this interplay between agency and structure is fundamental to a nuanced understanding of opportunity. Redefining opportunity from a sociological perspective means acknowledging its multifaceted nature. It is not solely about individual effort or personal ambition. It requires a deep understanding of the social forces that shape our chances in life. This perspective compels us to look beyond individual narratives of success or failure. It encourages us to examine the systemic factors that create and limit opportunities for different groups within society. A critical examination of opportunity involves recognizing existing inequalities. It means analyzing the systems and institutions that create and maintain disparities in access to education, healthcare, employment, and other vital resources. This critical lens helps us understand why some individuals and groups consistently face greater hurdles than others. Ultimately, the sociological understanding of opportunity points towards a crucial societal goal. It calls for working towards a more equitable society where the playing field is genuinely leveled. This means striving to ensure that everyone has a fair shot at realizing their full potential, regardless of their background. It is about building a world where opportunity is truly accessible to all, not just a privileged few. This requires collective action and a commitment to dismantling structural barriers that limit human flourishing. Thanks for watching, and please comment below on which part of the word opportunity and its social meaning you enjoyed the most. See you on the next one.